Hello, welcome to Shipwrecks. I'm Ghost in the Hella. I'm actually going to have to already take a short break because my cats are reminding me that they should be getting second kibbles by now. So enjoy the chill music, and I will be back in a couple of minutes having kibbled the kittens. Because I'm a terrible father. Alright, I'll be right back. Let's try this again. Okay, and I am not accidentally muted this time, so that's good. That is what happened last week at the end of the stream. I was gonna, push through. It's like, all right, I'm gonna do Brian's third date. It's gonna be fine. I was kind of tired and hungry and stuff. It's like, all right, I put him in the thumbnail. It's gonna be fine. And I forgot to unmute myself, so I went through like half of Brian's third date on mute. So yeah, don't stream when you're hungry and tired. Speaking of which, please let me know how I'm looking, how I'm sounding, etc., etc. It is genuinely quite helpful to get some feedback on whether I have unmuted myself successfully or not, because our microphone can be a little fussy. It just doesn't always work quite right. Alright. Yeah, you see, look at all this Brian Date 3 stuff. Went through quite a lot of it. Alright. Let's go back to Dad Book and start Brian over again.
Welcome.
I've got some tea, because Brian shouts a lot. And all going well, we're going to do Brian, Damien, and Craig. And Craig also shouts a lot. So, and if you hear rattling and thumping and clanking, that is the kittens. Maybe I can see if I can get kitten cam on them. I don't know if I can manage it, but I will try. They're in kind of a tricky spot right now. Oh my goodness, I can hear them purring. Sweet little babes. Nah. Oh, they're kind of in that corner, hidden behind the black jacket there. Kittens, could you roll it a little to the left? Little to the left, babies? No? Okay. Well, we'll see if they make their presence visibly known. Alright, Brian. Let's do this third date. Rival Dad. I spend the day lounging around the house in my bathrobe and slippers, committed to enjoying my day off as a testament to dad laziness around the world. Oh, good babies. There we go. There we go. Kittens. Third coffee of the day and doing my second word jumble in pen. Man, is this the life. Hey, this one spells door.
Oh.
You're still taking me to the fair later, right? There's a fair.
Ugh.
Dad, it's literally around the corner from us. It's not ringing a bell. I came home yesterday with cotton candy. Nope, nothing. I gave you a teddy bear that I won, specifically stating where and when I got it. Seriously? Amanda walks to the windowsill and slides the drapes open. There's a big Ferris wheel in the distance. Oh, right, that one. I thought you meant another carnival. You're coming with me tonight, right? Gosh, honey, I don't know. I've got all this... Ooh, excuse me, sorry. I've got all this... I look down at the mug of coffee and word jumble in my hands. Pressing business I need to attend to. Amanda points to my word jumble. Park, dog, clock, cereal. I knew that. I totally knew that. The secret word that they all spell out is pool. Hey, you're pretty good at this. Now you don't have an excuse. You're coming with me. Amanda pushes me into my bedroom and forces me to change out of my bathrobe. Wear something nice. I want some arm candy tonight. Got it. And no flip-flops. Not after last time. We don't talk about last time. Amanda and I step outside and follow the faint sound of carnival music. So, what's the first thing you're gonna do at the fair? Eat greasy food. Like, deep fry everything and put it in my mouth. I don't care if it isn't tasty to start. I believe that the deep frying process can transmute any non-tasty thing into a tasty thing. Please don't throw up this time. I know my limits. You said that last time. I was still calibrating. I'm dialed in now. You'll ride the rides with me, right? If you're looking for someone to ride scary rides with, that's a straight veto from the dad constituency. However, I am happy to stand at the fence and take blurry pictures of you riding the rides, as per dad custom.
Yeah.
Define scary rides. Anything that moves. Well, you're no fun. Maybe I'll find someone at the carnival who'll go with me. Wouldn't that be a surprise? Yeah, maybe one of your friends from school will be there. Like, who's that one with the eyebrows? Teresa? She got mono. What about the one who vapes? Alex got suspended for vaping in the school bathroom. Well, I hear carnival rides are fun as a solo rider. But then I'll have no one to puke on. Or will I? What? Hey, look, we're here. She is a crafty one. Crafty kid. The carnival is packed with people from all over town tonight. Screaming kids run around with cotton candy and buckets of soda clutched in their grubby fists. Colorful lights flash all around us. I feel like just smelling the air will clog my arteries. Hey, let's go over to these greasy food carts first. Amanda leads me by the hand in what seems like a very specific direction. I know my favorite one is around here somewhere. Wait a second. Is that Brian? Wow, look who it is! Sure enough, it's Brian and his daughter Daisy. Brian has the same confused look on his face that I'm sure I have. What a coincidence that we all happen to be here at the same time in the same exact place. Wow, this is so weird. Can you believe we just happened to come to the carnival on the same night at the same time? Yes, Daisy, that's so strange. How bizarre. Brian. Ghost. I can feel my competitive fire burning inside me again. Last we met, Brian had made a fool of me by besting me at fishing, and then out-humbling me in front of my very own daughter. I still want that pole saw. There's plenty of midway games here. Okay, how about we hang out as a team and explore the carnival together? Yes, Amanda, that sounds like an amazing idea. Let's all go and do stuff together. Amanda and I follow Brian and Daisy as they lead us towards some rides. I can't believe Brian's here. Dad, you need to relax. Daisy and I have been spending a lot of time together. She helps me with my algebra homework, and I've been corrupting her young soul with rock and roll music. She's really cool, but you and Brian won't stop complaining about each other. Oh, he's complaining about me. No, Dad, that's not what I meant. If you and Brian would just talk to each other, maybe you would see that you have a lot in common. See, now I gotta turn it up to 11. Brian's getting obliterated. Dad, you have to chill. Please chill. For my sake. I'm chill. I'm so chill. I'm like stupidly chill. And once I prove once and for all that I'm clearly the better dad, I'll be so chill you could call me liquid nitrogen. I will destroy him. Dad? I spot the entrance to the midway. A perfect opportunity. Hey Brian, check it out. Want to get a couple games in? That sounds fun. Maybe a little friendly competition? No, we wanted to check out some clowns over there. Amanda, you're scared of clowns. Overruled. Ugh, fine, sure, let's play some games. But if we spend the whole night in there, I'm filing for emancipation. Oh, lighten up, I'll win you something nice. And I'll win you something nice too, Daisy. I'll win more nice things than Brian. I'd like to see you try. Brian and I glare at each other. We've been at it for longer than I'd like to admit. Amanda and Daisy sigh heavily at each new game Brian and I challenge each other to, their arms overburdened with stuffed animals and t-shirts with rainbows airbrushed onto them. For every game I win, Brian seems to answer back. Dad, please, enough. Just one last game, honey. So, Ghost, we're tied. What's the ultimate prize? I spot it from across the midway. We lock eyes. It swims absent-mindedly in a bowl of water. That goldfish will be mine. Amanda, sweetie, how about I win you a goldfish? If it'll get us out of here, great. I look over at Brian. We don't say a word, but our locked eyes confirm it. The person who wins the goldfish wins the night. Looks like it's skee-ball. You any good? I am the best skee-ball player to ever grace this earth. Think you can handle me? Still willing to put up your weed whacker? Only if you're willing to part with that pole saw. Lawn grooming equipment goes to the skee-ball champ. We share an earnest shake. Okay. Let's ski that ball. I did okay when I played this that one time that I was on mute for. Ooh. Well, I already think I'm doing better. 50s. Just a little too far over to the right. There we go. Yes. Oh, alright. Yes! Skills! Fuck yeah. I had to have won, right? Nice. In the playthrough when I was muted, I lost. But it looks like I won. The bell sounds and lights flash. It feels like things are moving in slow motion. The guy running the booth points at me. I turn to look at Brian and his face is priceless. The attendant reaches up and dumps the goldfish into a plastic baggie. My hands shake as he passes it over to me. I've done it. I've finally done it. The fish is mine. The pole saw is mine. Victory is mine. I have bested Brian. You won, fair and square. I hold the goldfish above my head, brandishing it aloft for the world to see. Be cool, speech, 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 or I couldn't have done it without Amanda. I couldn't have done it without Amanda. You know, you take your W's where you can get your W's. But I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the love and support of my dear daughter Amanda, who begged me not to.
Ugh.
Dad, I do it all for you, kiddo. Dad. I hand her the fish. May this fish represent our unbreakable bond. Amanda, what would you like to name your new friend? How about Brian? Betrayed by my own flesh and blood, I am devastated. Who wants to check out the Ferris wheel? Yeah, I want to ride the Ferris wheel. Of course. I'll hang out and watch you guys. Still not a fan of carnival rides. I'd be happy to ride some rides with you kids. I'm just kidding. I love carnival rides. I'm the best at them. We traverse the fair and end up at the relatively short line for the Ferris wheel. It doesn't seem like a very popular ride. Daisy and Amanda chat excitedly. I can feel Brian glaring at me. Little computer, why is your battery running low? I have you plugged in. The little orange light is lit up. You're charging, buddy. Why are you not actually charging? Okay, now it says plugged in. So, how'd you do on the trig final? Way better than I thought I would. Those cosine problems still trip me up, so I drew a cat instead of answering the questions, and my teacher gave me a point for effort. Wow, is high school really that easy? Absolutely yes. The School of Hard Knocks, though, that's another story. Amanda playfully punches Daisy on the arm. Welcome to the streets. You check out that art book I gave you? Yeah, I loved that section on female photographers. You have good taste. You know, I bet your photos will be in a book someday. Daisy, stop or I'll cry. They're too cute. Next. Amanda pushes me forward. You first. I sit down in the carriage. And now you. Daisy pushes Brian into the carriage next to me. Before I can say anything, the ride operator closes the gate. Now wait just a second. We're gonna go get some deep-fried pickles. You two take this time to work out your differences. Hold on. Get along. So they've put us in the get along shirt, but it's a carnival ride. Amanda and Daisy run off into the crowd. The ride starts moving. I sit in the Ferris wheel with my arms crossed, not talking to Brian. I don't even know what Amanda's talking about. Neither do I. Our carriage creeps slowly upward. Ferris wheels are boring. Could this ride go any slower? Oh, is it too fast for you? That's not what I meant. How could this get any worse? Suddenly the ride jerks to a halt with us at the very top of the wheel. I can hear the faint yell of the ride operator down below. Sorry folks, ride's stuck. Guess a raccoon must have stolen a key component to the motor. They're very crafty animals and are frequently attracted to shiny objects, so it makes sense that they would pilfer something like that. Anyway, it'll be some time before we can get y'all down. Settle in and get cozy. Well, and hey, no hand stuff while you're up there. And no mouth stuff either. Well, this is just great. I look down over the expanse of the carnival. I hate to admit it, but it's a pretty good view. I spot someone down at the food cart melting cheese onto a pile of steaming steak and peppers. Oh man, I'm so hungry. Why didn't we get funnel cake first? My stomach rumbles. Oh, I know that sound. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out some fruit leather, offering it to me. Well, cherry or mango? I don't want your stupid fruit leather. Brian opens one and starts eating it. Fine. My stomach growls again. God damn it, why didn't I take the fruit leather? We sit in silence as a crowd begins to form under us. A group of carnival workers attempt to restart the engine. I guess the kittens are no longer in kitten cam radius. Hang on. Turn that off. And there we go. I suddenly remember that I have a tiny book of word jumbles and a golf pencil in my pocket. I pull them out and start working on a fresh page, determined not to look at Brian. Oh. Hey, I always bring a puzzle book with me too. Brian pulls out a small book of crossword puzzles and a pen. Are you kidding me? I throw my book of word jumbles off the side of the Ferris wheel in a fit of rage. Oh, I bet we could find it when we get off this thing. Here, you can do my crosswords. Brian holds his book and pen out to me with a smile. Absolutely not. Why do you hate me so much? Hate you? Why do you think you're better than me? What? I don't think I'm better than you. Oh, okay, so you were just offering me fruit snacks and crosswords out of the kindness of your heart? Yes? A likely story. All you do is brag about your smart kid and your landscaping and your stupid weed whacker. I'm sick of it. And all you do is one-up me every chance you get. The only thing I wouldn't win is a one-upping other people competition because you would win that. Because that's what you do. I don't do it on purpose. Wait, what? You're messing with me, right? No. But I don't think I'm better than you. At all. You and your daughter are amazing. I thought we were competing just for fun at first, but the more we started doing it, the more it felt like you must hate me. And the more we did it, the more I wanted to impress you. There were times when I did want to beat you, Ghost, but really all I wanted was for you to like me. Oh my god. I feel like such an ass. Be honest with Brian, be honest with yourself, or be an asshole. I'm gonna be honest with myself. Brian, I'm so sorry. This whole time, it's all so clear now. Is this what Amanda was trying to tell me? I've just been projecting my own insecurities onto you. Everything about you makes me feel inadequate. I think I was just trying to tear you down to compensate for my own low self-esteem. I feel like a total idiot. If I'm being totally honest, I think that you're really cool and strong and a good dad. And you're really... Maybe we don't go there just yet. Anyway, I have a lot of respect for you, Brian. I'm sorry I got so weird and jealous. I think if you're willing to forgive me, we could probably be good friends. We sit in silence for a second. Can we start over? What do you mean? From the beginning. Brian holds out his hand. Hi, I'm Brian. I take his hand and shake it vigorously. Hey, Brian, I'm Ghost. It's really nice to meet you. Great shirt. Thanks, Ghost. Brian and I look at each other. We both share a smirk over this silly little game, but it feels good to be on the same side for once. All right, folks, thanks for being patient. Turns out the raccoon didn't steal a part, but was instead still rummaging around in the inner workings of the engine. We've formed a wary, yet mutually beneficial truce. The carriage starts moving, and we find ourselves down on dry land in no time. Could you please stop claiming that the battery is running low when you are, in fact, plugged in and charging? Brian and I wander around for a bit, looking for Daisy and Amanda. You know, getting stuck on that Ferris wheel could have been a lot worse. I'm glad we worked things out. Me too, buddy. Now that that's over with, we can both get home to quietly enjoy our evenings. Agreed. Dad! What? Amanda and Daisy run up to us. I think you kids will be pleased to find out that Brian and I have worked out our different... Dad, that's great and all, but Brian's in trouble. But Brian's right here. The fish, Brian! Oh no! What? Daisy and I got on the log flume, and when we were going down the hill, Brian just flew out of the log, and now he's hanging from some pipe on the ride. We have to save him. But Brian's right... The fish! Brian the fish! Oh, right. Come on! We sprint over to the log flume, spotting Brian, the fish, stuck up in the rafters on the ride. We'll get you down, little buddy. I guess he's still in his plastic bag. We have to get Brian before the fair closes, or who knows what'll happen to him. But the fair closes in 10 minutes. I guess we need to hustle then. What's the plan? Well, one ride around the track lasts 90 seconds. Brian's hanging from a pipe right above the drop, so you'll have a window of about 10 seconds to grab him. I mean, we could also, like, tell the people who are running the ride, like, a live animal is caught on a rafter. Can you get a ladder? Wow, did you just do all that math in your head? That's really impressive. I just counted. It's not that impressive. I'm so proud of you, honey. Okay. That rafter is pretty high up. How are we gonna reach him? We all think for a second. I've got it. Brian runs over to the midway, to the last game we played, and snags the pole from the game attendant that they used to grab stuffed animals. I think this'll do the trick. Amanda presses 2 ticket stubs into my hand. They're not gonna let... Like, realistically, they would not let somebody onto a ride with a large stick. Here, these are our last 2 tickets. Brian's fate is in your hands now. There's no time. Come on. Brian leads me by the hand to the entrance of the log flume, getting there just in the nick of time. Looks like you guys are the last ones. We take our seats on the slippery vinyl. The ride operator pulls the bar down over our laps. You ready for this? The log starts drifting down the fake river. Unnaturally blue water sloshes over the sides, soaking my shoes. This is gross. If only Amanda had let me wear flip-flops. You know how earlier I said that I was the best at carnival rides? The ride jerks forward and I let out a small yelp. That might have been an embellishment. Our rickety log makes the slow climb up the track for the most grueling minute of my life. I see him! Hanging from the rafters just before the drop is our beloved Brian, The fish, not the guy. Are you ready? I don't think I can reach it from where I'm sitting. It's all you, buddy. Brian presses the fishing pole into my hand. Oh God, I don't know if I can do this. Hey, I believe in you. I gulp. I can do this. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, whew. At least that was all it was. With the precision only attainable from playing midway games at a competitive level, I hook the baggie that contains Brian the fish and place it onto my lap. I did it! Thank you, Game Grumps, for making that a really, really easy mini game. I did not want to be responsible for the death of a fish. I grasp the bag firmly. Oh no, he'll be nice and safe during the oh God, the drop. I momentarily forgot there was a drop. It's a big drop. Oh, it's coming up real fast. Oh man, it's a big drop. So when I told you that I had sort of over-exaggerated my proficiency with carnival rides, it turns out that I had under-exaggerated just how bad I am with them. I am utterly and completely terrified of carnival rides. Brian looks over to me and takes my hand in his. I'm right here. We can do this. He gives my hand a squeeze as our log tips over the edge and flies down the drop. A wall of water rains down on us. I realize I had my eyes squeezed shut and open them to find Brian still holding my hand. He smiles at me. That wasn't so bad. Told you we would make it. Brian and I walk off the ride and approach Daisy and Amanda. I hand the baggie to Amanda. Brian! Hey. No. The fish.
I don't know.
Oh. I mean, hey. Thanks for saving the fish. Don't thank me, that was all your dad. Aw, shucks, it was a team effort. Yeah! You used your special skills to get him back. Brian got the pole, Daisy did the math, and you got the fish. I didn't get to do anything cool. Well, honey, I'm sure you... Hey, what were you guys doing up there? That was totally dangerous. Amanda steps in front of all of us and plants her feet. Listen, dude, it might have been totally dangerous, but I'll have you know that we triumphed over more than just your silly rules today. We overcame adversity through teamwork and friendship and love. We banded together to achieve a common goal, and here we stand, stronger than the sum of our parts. And for you to... I actually don't care. The fair's closing. Just get out of here. The ride operator wanders off. You really are a sparkling conversationalist. We join the crowd of fairgoers slowly ambling back to the parking lot. You kids want to stick around for the fireworks? Ugh, do we have to? I have never seen a child less enthusiastic about fireworks. Yeah, can we just go home? We've been hauling all these prizes around for hours, and my back is killing me. Hey, Laser! Laser says, I watched a documentary recently called Class Action Park. We should all be afraid of carnival rides. Poor Ghost. I am afraid of carnival rides. Genuinely. Like, I have friends who like them. I am the dad friend who will just stand there and watch them on the rides and, you know, how you doing, champ? You want a picture? I'll take your picture on the ride. You kids run on ahead. We'll catch up with you later tonight. Yeah, I'm surprised that Amanda's not all about the fireworks. Like, back hurting or not, like, she seems like somebody who'd be into explosions. Amanda and Daisy skip along. We'll probably find them later curled up on my couch and watching long haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers. God. And this is why I have tea. Brian and I sit down on a bench a little further away from the rest of the crowd, who've all gathered to watch the fireworks. Laser says, every group needs their dad friend. Thank you for your service. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your appreciation. Hell of a day, huh? You can say that again. Hell of a day, huh? This is the one time I will let you out-dad me. I'll take it. I breathe in the cool night air as the first firework launches and explodes in the sky over the fair. Everything okay, baby girl? Yeah, I heard beeping too. I think it might just be a truck backing up, sweetie. Ooh. Oh my. That is some dramatic fireworks sounds. Let me see if I can get... Oh my god. Oh my god. Get Miss Kitchen on kitten cam. Miss Kitchen. What a cool girl. Best daughter in the world. Computer, really? You're plugged in. Why are you dying? I am so baffled by this little computer. Well, I might not have access to the chat right now. Because the computer that I play it on, which is plugged in, keeps dying of low battery, despite being plugged in. I breathe in the cool night air as the first firework launches and explodes in the sky over the fair. I'm glad we talked about all that stuff. Me too. It's good to have a friend like you, Brian. The fireworks launch into full swing, bursting around us in a rainbow of reds, greens, blues, and whites. There's one more thing I have to admit, though. What's that? I don't know anything about fishing. Brian bursts out laughing. Oh, buddy. I know. What? You knew the whole time? I mean, you weren't exactly subtle about it. I could feel myself blushing. He laughs again. It's okay, it was cute. If you're interested, maybe I could teach you sometime. That's what friends do, right? Ha! Wait, now this one's running low, too. What the fuck? Oh, you're actually not plugged in. Okay, I will be right back. And hopefully Gideon won't eat my cables. Alright, I'll be right back. Little bear? What's up, baby boy? Alright. Hey, princess. Thank you for not eating my wires, baby girl. Apologies for the extreme close-ups. Alright, are we plugged in now? Yes, good. Now, was that possibly the problem with the little computer? That might have been the problem. Oh my goodness, are there still kibbles in the kibble toy? Wow. Ha. The laughter dies down and we watch the fireworks a little longer. I can tell he wants to say something, but he's having trouble getting it out. You know, it's kind of funny. What is? We're not fighting anymore, but I still feel like we've left some stuff, unresolved. Oh, lawn mowing is still happening. We're cool now, but don't think I forgot about that. Brian laughs. No, it's not that. Don't you feel like there's maybe something else here?
Okay.
Or is it just me? Looking at Brian, his smile illuminated by the crackling embers falling through the night sky, I suddenly understand what he's talking about. Oh. This whole time, with emotions running so high, I realize what I've really been feeling What I thought was jealousy was actually... It's not just you. Brian inches towards me.
Oh.
You know, it's hard paying attention to the fireworks when you're right here. Oh, he is smooth. He's been in one of the better flirts, I think. He and I lean in and our lips touch. He places one hand on my shoulder, then another at the base of my neck, gently pulling me closer to him in a warm embrace. He does look very cuddly. I feel safe. Brian pulls away from me for a moment and smiles. I guess now we get to compete over who's better at kissing. Brian stifles a laugh and pulls me in for another. I'll accept that challenge. Sure enough, when I get home, Amanda and Daisy are passed out on the sofa, surrounded by giant stuffed animals. Amanda's snoring drowns out the paranormal ice road truckers. I feel like there's usually more words in that title, but I can't think of what they are. Still playing on TV. I turn everything off and throw a couple of blankets over the kids before heading to bed myself. I hope you at least, text Brian and tell him it's yes, your child is still here.
Of all the dates I've been on, that sure was something.
Okay. A rank? I don't know if that's going to be good enough to get the romantic ending, but we'll find out. We'll find out if we are friends or more. Oh, a soft boy. Oh god, I'm gonna have to go through all of this again, aren't I? Alright. Whew, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Trying to see if I can get this to actually be charging. It looks promising. Promising enough. Adjust cat cam a little bit. Okay. Good with that. Be cool, ghost. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. Who do you think you are, my daughter? For literally my entire life? Yes. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. Ugh. Yeah, I can tell you're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Oh, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. Yeah! No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of long-haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers? This is all 19 seasons. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. What? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. I've invited every hot dad in the neighborhood. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Yes. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable down to the type of Mac. And there's an ice cream cake. The good kind, with the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Okay. Do I want to go through all of these again? I probably should, right? It's a whole new stream. Which means I really better finish this today, because I do not want to have to go through this line by line a 4th time. Ghost, my dude. Pablo, how's the shirt business going? My bud, I got men's shirts, I got women's shirts, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. Each one of them a fine quality screen printed with a logo and visage of world-renowned witch house outfit Verkenver. Purchasable at most respectable retailers, but more specifically out of the trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mom's world-famous homemade apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it. Hey, bro! Bro.
Oh.
This is a real rager taking her older age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Hey!
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Let's hit the gym sometime soon, huh? Sure thing, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake.
Oh.
Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witnesses. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah?
Dude!
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year, and I'm sure the kids would love to see your dance moves again. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Ghost. Thanks, Hugo. I learned from the best. I've got a pocket full of gift cards that say you already knew a thing or two. Let's get together for trivia night again sometime soon, huh? You know it. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. That gets me every single time. This is the 3rd time I'm going through this ending. And just Amanda just past Hugo is just... by 3rd time I mean like 3rd time going through it bit by bit. I have zipped through it more times than that. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at art school. Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me.
Hey!
You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah! I'm gonna break anything I want. There's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Oh!
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place. So, she'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Hey?
Oh?
Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later.
Oh.
God, Robert really is just sad. Hey, man. Matt. Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of banana bread Kennedys ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. Have you gotten that oregano smell out of your upholstery yet? Still working on it. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. I stare at Lucian. He knows. I know. But I am a man of my word. The story of his oregano betrayal will go unsung. So, once again, if you missed the episode with the second date with Matt, I think it was, Lucian sold us some marijuana that was actually oregano. Thanks for coming by. I see Daisy and Amanda in a corner of the party and walk up to them. I swear, if you two are planning another parent trap... Relax, Dad. We already won the game. We're just having a friendly chat. Tell me more about college. Slow down, kiddo. You're not even in middle school yet. But I want to go to class in my PJs now. I mean, nothing's stopping you. But Daisy, I hear ya. I know you're stoked on college and skipping grades and taking over the world with science, but you gotta enjoy being a kid first. Growing up is weird and scary, and eventually you'll be able to rent a car, but you gotta get through middle school in one piece first. You know how you wish you were going to college? I wish I was in 5th grade. I want recess and snack time back. Cherish it while it lasts, girl. You got a big future ahead of you, but I don't want you growing up too fast on us, alright? Alright. Thanks, Amanda. I ease away slowly. Amanda seems like she has a handle on the situation. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Ooh, okay. I think we might have gotten the romantic ending because I feel like when it's not the romantic ending, it goes to them before it goes to Amanda. But, like, the one time I got a romantic ending, I think it did Amanda first, and then she's like, somebody's waiting for you. It's Hugo, and he's dreamy. And a daddy. Killer party pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me, why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life when you were my only friend. And I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this. And I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Ghost, if you cry again, you're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking, all our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Ugh. Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard where Brian is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. You just had a bunch of ice cream cake. Pew. Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. Oh, this definitely looks romantic. I take a seat next to Brian as the last guests make their way out of the party.
Hey.
Nice job. I couldn't have thrown a better party myself. I smile. So are we doing, like, opposite competition now?
Hey.
Yeah, we're just gonna compliment each other. Relentlessly. I bet you could do more push-ups than me. I bet you're better with computers than I am. I bet you could trim a tree faster than I could.
Oh.
I bet you could de-ice a sidewalk more thoroughly than me. I like this a lot better. Brian blushes. I nestle myself into the soft space between Brian's shoulder and chest. No matter how many times he washes that shirt, I bet he'll never get the smell of campfire out of it. Not that I mind.
Ah.
Got a long summer coming. Interested in some more fishing trips with me, Daisy, and Amanda? As long as you'll save me again if I fall into the water. I'd be happy to. Gotta sneak in as much father and daughter time as possible before Amanda heads out. Also be careful, she's probably gonna try to steal your dog and take him with her to college. I also get the feeling Daisy might try to stow away in her suitcase, so watch out for that. The sunset casts a pink glow over everything, and a quiet calm seems to descend upon my backyard. It reminds me of the lake. I'm glad we're not rivals anymore. Me too. Although I don't think I've ever been more productive than I was when I was trying to one-up you. Maybe a little friendly competition is what we both needed. I sigh and nuzzle against Brian a little harder. He does look cozy. I am the cuddle champion. Oh, we'll see about that. That was pretty cute. That was pretty cute. Alright, so we've had 2 romantic ones so far. That's not bad. Okay, what was it that sped it up? There we go. So cute! I love it! I love it. I love it. Okay. Nice. I love it. So you basically get like a pinup of them when you get the romantic ending. At some point I'm gonna have to go back through and get the romantic endings for everyone, but probably won't stream it. It's such a good game though. Oh my god. Although I really don't want the romantic ending of Joseph. He's such a creep. Okay.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Alright, let's go with Damien. Rest my voice a little. Because Craig is also quite shouty. Damien is fairly laid back. Just have to try to sound slightly like a vampire, but only slightly. Ever since we had that picnic in the graveyard, Damien and I have been spending a lot of time together. We go on nighttime strolls pretty regularly. He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted we only communicate by post instead of through Dadbook. I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old signet rings, to use as a seal for my letters, and I just couldn't say no. Hanging out with that goth dad again? Please, Amanda, you know his name. And yes,
Oh.
be honest with me here, Pops. Is he actually a vampire? I remember you inviting him into our household that one time, and I've seen The Lost Boys, and I honestly would have preferred trying to see if he could have walked through the threshold of our home under his own power. Yes, Amanda, I have become Damien's familiar. I am compelled under his curse. I don't think it's a familiar if it's a vampire, though. Isn't it like a thrall? I'm sorry, sweetie.
Dad.
Turn into a bat. I don't think...
Oh.
What's the point of being a vampire if you can't turn into a bat? Well, okay, I'm off.
Ah.
Are you taking the car, or are you flying off into the night on the leathery wings of a bat? One of those. While I'm out, you can you throw away the garlic bread that's in the freezer so I don't die? That would be great. I'm keeping it there as insurance. You understand, right? That's my girl. Oh, I want garlic bread now. Oh. Laser says that Gideon is looking cute. You are looking very cute, baby girl. You are a giddy loaf. Damien and I walk along the water's edge, chatting. Damien's cloak. He hates it when people call it a cape. Damien's cloak flutters behind him in the breeze. This is gonna seem like a silly question, but why do goths wear black? Gothic subculture has always been associated with death, so it would make sense that the style surrounding it would be greatly influenced by mourning.
Huh.
Interestingly enough, though, was that in the Victorian era, Queen Victoria herself mourned the death of her late husband for 10 whole years, wearing black for the rest of her life. If that's not goth, I don't know what is. I have another question.
Oh.
Go ahead. How are you so comfortable with death? You mentioned in the graveyard that it helps you appreciate your life or something? I've experienced several losses over the course of my life, and I truly believe the only manageable way to cope with it is to accept that death is simply a part of living. It's the single universal truth for every human who has ever lived. I am going to die. You are going to die. And life carries on without us. Doesn't that make you feel scared? Not at all. Without the advances of modern science, death was everywhere in the Victorian era. And yet, funerals were major social functions. Victorians were obsessed with mementos of their loved ones, even going so far as to take elaborately staged photographs of their dead relatives. The minutiae of mourning was so complex that there were set periods of grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life had passed. Now we don't have any of that. If you lose someone, you end up feeling lost yourself because we have no modern equivalent of those formalities. We need to allow ourselves time to grieve, to feel that loss fully, but not allow it to consume us. So no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe it is a waste to spend your life dreading the end of it. The time we have here is brief and fleeting and occasionally cruel, but it is at all times precious. To stare death in the face and live despite that, I think, is a noble existence. Let's save the mourning for the dead. Wow, that's beautiful. I can see the moonlight in the bay glint off of Damien's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbor and watch ships pass, breathing in the salty sea air. I look to Damien again and can't help but be entranced by his charm, his mystery. I find everything about him so fascinating. I lean in closer to Damien, closing my eyes as I do so. I'm so sorry, I have to take this. Damien steps away from me to answer his phone. Oh no, I hope it isn't Lucian again. After speaking in hushed tones for a few moments, Damien returns to me. Everything okay? There's an emergency. Lucian? No, thankfully, but I must take my leave. Oh, okay. Is there anything I can do to help? Dads do have to stick together, right? You know it. Then come, there isn't time to waste. After a short drive in silence, we arrive at a rundown building on the outskirts of town. Where are we? Oh, I like the ominous music. It's better if I just show you. This is a vet's office? I push the surprisingly heavy door open and find myself in a dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the walls, and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the front desk. There are a few paintings and pictures on the wall, but they're so nondescript, I'm still unsure what kind of place this even is. I mean, these look like pet carriers to me, but I could be wrong. Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. Damien walks off down a corridor, his boot heels echoing through the halls of this seemingly empty building. Also, it's got like a baby gate kind of thing. Yeah, oh, it's absolutely like an animal rescue place or like a vet office or something. Distant howls echo from someplace I can't see, and there's a faint scratching sound like claws on tile. I cautiously peek down the hall and find stall after stall of scared-looking dogs. A few of them notice me and skitter up to the chain-link fence, sticking their noses through to sniff at the air. What have I gotten myself into? Suddenly, the lights shut off. I panic. Unsure of where I am or how I can get out, I stumble through the darkness. Oh, God. Sorry. Bugs flying at my face. My breathing getting heavier and heavier. Damien? The lights finally turn back on. Mary, what the fuck are you doing here? Hey, sailor. Mary, what are you doing here?
Give it a rest, buddy. Ugh.
You aren't here for the fight club? I don't want to get punched in the face.
Ah.
Great, because this is an animal shelter. What?
Ah.
We take care of stray animals, and then people adopt the stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in? Oh, sorry, I didn't really expect to see you volunteering at an animal shelter.
Come on.
Wow. Okay, kid. Way to put me in a box. Dames, you hear this baloney? Just one moment. Thunder cracks and a door bursts open. Appearing from the shadows, I see... Damien? Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! Amazing. Hey. It's Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian-era clothing, no makeup. I wasn't planning to share this side of me until much later, but I'm not as goth as you think. I'm a systems administrator for the IT department of a realty company. I wear tennis shoes to work, and I listen to Bruce Springsteen. I enjoy going to the hardware store and looking at storage solutions, and I volunteer at this animal shelter in my spare time. I'm boring. I'm fascinated with Victorian history and the goth lifestyle. That much is true. It's just not all that I am. And I need you to know that. Oh, hate to kill the moment here, but there's some pressing business. There's some pressing business that needs attending to. Oh, right. It's Duchess Cordelia. Again. Who's Duchess Cordelia? She's one of the pups. Gets out all the time. She somehow learned how to open doors, and now she's unstoppable. When did she get out? This morning. I went to go sing sea shanties to the cats, and when I came back, she had already bolted. I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you two to go and find her. Of course. Where could she be? She always ends up running off to the same places. Here, let me draw you a map. Mary starts scribbling on the back of a pet adoption form.
Hey.
She's very smart, ruthless even. You need to stay on your toes and get her back by sundown, or else she turns into a werewolf and starts eating people. What? You're a perfect little peach, Ghost. We just don't want her to be stuck outside when it's cold. Oh. I'll grab some treats and we can hit the road. Damien and I look over the map Mary created for us. I kind of love the hair pulled back. That's a nice, Oh man, I'm Nerd's house? That's pretty good. Okay, so... Nerd's house is me. Mary's sick pad, so that's gotta be Joseph. Coffee Dad is, Matt. Kale has to be Craig. Dames is Damien. Smalls is Robert. So who's Mario Batali and who's other nerd? Is one of them? I'm lost. Alright. Shit. Oh god. The ocean or whatever. This is great. At least you're not other nerd's house. Looks like you're moving up in the pecking order. Congrats, kiddo. Where should we head first? Ooh. Let's see. They're all pretty close. I'm gonna say... Let's go see Matt. Computer, why do you keep turning off, buddy? Yes, I know you say you're not charged, but you are plugged into a power source. You're plugged into a power source. You dickbag. Come on. Well, chat's down again then. Damien and I exit the parking lot and start driving toward town. I look over to him and he seems concerned. Oh my god, Gideon. What a cutie girl. She is. Just the cutest little cutie girl. Hi, princess. Blinkies. Yeah, baby girl. She's such a good baby. Shouldn't be too hard to find the Duchess, right? She's a pretty big pup. Mary wasn't kidding when she said that dog was smart. One time she can correctly guess the winner of the Kentucky Derby. It was a really great year for Bark, Bark, Bark. I don't know. What do you think our odds are, Ghost? This'll be easy. Gotta stay positive or abandon all hope ye who enter here. Gotta stay positive. My dad once told me, Ghost, you can't shove raisins up your nose. And that hurt my feelings. I felt discouraged, but I kept a positive attitude, and you know what? I made it happen. Ew. It might have landed me in the ER and forced me to have 10 golden raisins removed from my nasal cavity, but on that day I learned that anything is possible if you have a good attitude and abnormally large nostrils. Young children really are resilient, I suppose. Yes, young children. I was 16. Let's just hope for the best. We got this. We park in front of Matt's coffee shop and walk inside. It seems like a slow day. I'm loving this music, oh my god. Matt sits behind the counter reading a book and looking dreamy. Hey, Matt.
Oh.
Didn't expect to see you two today. What's up? Have you seen any stray dogs around? Can't say I have. You're looking for one? Can you describe them to me? Enormous. That pretty well covers it.
Hey.
Cool. I find strays digging for food scraps in the alley out back sometimes. I'll be sure to keep an eye out. We head back to the car. To the softball field. We drive to the softball field. It looks like Craig's team is practicing. I wonder if any of the kids saw something. Craig spots us and jogs over. Softball bat slung over his shoulder. He probably shouldn't be swinging a bat around with his kid strapped to his chest. Hey bros, what's up? Craig, you wouldn't have happened to see a dog around here, have you? One escaped from the animal shelter and we're trying to locate her. I don't think so. Maybe one of the girls saw something. Girls! Hi, Amanda's dad. Hi, Lucian's dad. We have names. Girls, have you seen any dogs around? There was a big dog here just a few minutes ago. I don't think she had an owner, but it really wanted to play. We tried to play fetch with her, but she just took the softball and ran. I think she ate it, actually. She was a lot of dog. Here, take another softball. Might come in handy later. Many thanks, Craig. Okay. Bayside. We arrived back at the Bayside. Just like old times, eh? I remember it as if it were yesterday. I mean, earlier today. So, what do you think? Any sight of the pooch? None yet. Although, who knows if she made it onto any of these ships. The Duchess would do that. I wouldn't put it past her to know how to navigate in rough seas and without a compass. Very smart. Pops? Damien and I turned to see my daughter. Amanda, what are you doing here? Did you think I just stayed inside all day vegging out on the couch and watching TV? Oh, sorry. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm heading home to go veg out on the couch and watch TV. Had to get a burrito first. Young miss, have you seen a dog around here? Oh, you bet. I saw a Pomeranian with a bow around its neck. I saw a big old Doberman named Henry. There was a stroller full of Yorkies, a Greyhound, a Golden Retriever. Did you see a Mastiff anywhere? No dice. I would definitely have remembered that. I gotta run, though. This burrito has about 10 minutes before the cheese breaks down the molecular structure of the tortilla and makes it all soggy. You understand. I do? Of course. Have a lovely evening, Miss Shipwrecks. Okay. Aquarium. Damien and I stopped by the aquarium. Everything looks in order here, but it might help to get out of the car and take a look. You seen anything? No dog here. Not even any sign of her. Did you know that penguins are considered the goths of the sea? Damien, I want to believe you so badly. I fear that the hours are growing short. We must make haste if we're to find the Duchess by sundown. Damien's looking more stressed out by the minute. I gotta think of something to lighten the mood. What kind of dog does a vampire have? Knock knock. Or how many goths does it take to screw in a light bulb? I feel like the how many goths does it take to screw in a light bulb could go quite blue, but I could be wrong about that. Oh, come on, little computer. What is your deal? What kind of dog does a vampire have? I would imagine it would be unwise for a vampire to take up the company of a smaller mammal for the means of companionship. It would be too tempting to. A bloodhound. I was going to say bloodhound, Damien. Oh, yes. Haha. Jeez. I keep reading Damien directions from the map as we drive around town. Well, shit. Okay. Cul-de-sac it is. We drive through the cul-de-sac and everything seems to be pretty normal. Looks like Brian's doing some yard work. We pull into Brian's driveway and hop out.
Okay.
Hey, don't step on the grass. I just mowed. Have you seen any unusual activity in the area today? Aside from your underwatered lawn? Ooh, here we go. How dare you? I take my lawn care very seriously. Ghost, please. You haven't seen a dog run through here, have you? Well, a few hours ago I heard Maxwell barking at something. When I came outside, my garden had been torn to shreds. It's gonna take forever to re-till the soil. That could be a dog. Or a rather feisty raccoon. Whatever it was, it must have been hungry. Ate all of my tomatoes. I'm very sorry to hear about your garden. If you need assistance restoring it to its former glory, please don't hesitate to contact me. Will do, buddy. Good luck finding that dog. She's probably still hungry. I wonder if she's looking for more food elsewhere. Huh. Okay. Go... Oh, right. Sometimes you have to go back to places. So let's go back to the coffee spoon, because that would have food. We head back inside the coffee spoon. Hey, Matt. Guys, I think I may have seen that dog you were looking for. You did. A brown mastiff. Size of a house? Yeah, I saw it digging through the trash in the back. It ran away when I tried to get closer, though. Did you see which direction it ran in? Matt thinks for a second. Might have been running east, I think. That pup tore through 3 pans of old banana bread Kennedys. Want to take some for the road, just in case? Sure thing. Matt packages up a slice. Thanks for the slice. The road slice. This banana bread Kennedy's is gonna be so good. I think he meant to give it to you for the dog. Right, I meant it's gonna be so good for the dog to eat. I feel like we're on the right track. You think? If we keep this up, we'll find the Duchess in no time. Hey, if you like dogs so much, why don't you have any? Lucian is severely allergic. I wouldn't put him through that. But there are still dogs in my life, so for that I'm grateful. There's about to be one more dog in your life, buddy. A splendid attitude. Let us not waste any more time. Verily. Okay, to the east. To the east of the coffee spoon is back to the cul-de-sac, I guess? That is due east. So let's go back to the cul-de-sac. We arrive at the cul-de-sac to find everything looking normal, except... Uh-oh. Hugo's front door is wide open. Ah, so that's probably other nerd. She can open doors. This is classic Duchess Cordelia, a telltale sign. We should approach with caution. Whatever goes down in there, I've got your back. We creep up onto the porch and step inside. Oh my god! Oh, that is a big girl! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, she's so big! There, sitting in the center of Hugo's living room like she owns the damn place, is one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen. Oof. Well, she hasn't broken anything in here. Yet. Wonderful. Now all we have to do is get this leash on her before she tries to escape again, and get out of here before Hugo comes home. Easy peasy. Duchess, come here. The Duchess eyes Damien warily. As he approaches, she begins to growl. She's on her guard. We'll need another plan. Ooh, okay. Hand her a dog treat, try the softball, or give her the banana bread Kennedys. Ooh. Go with the banana bread. Nice. I reach into my pocket and pull out the slice of banana bread Kennedys Matt gave me. Duchess sniffs the air and hones in on the bread. Come here, girl. Nice and easy. I've got some yummy, homemade, vegan, and possibly gluten-free banana bread, if that's what you're into. The Duchess cautiously approaches me and gives the bread a good sniff before gently taking it from my hand and dropping it on the ground like dogs always do for some reason. She curls up and starts munching on the bread. Success! Damien walks up behind the Duchess and attaches the leash to her collar. She immediately notices and starts whining. It's time to go home now, Duchess. Damien gives a tug on the leash. She won't move. Duchess, what happened to our rapport? You and I used to be bosom buddies. She still doesn't move. She's huge. There's no way we could even try to lift her. Well, this is a weird situation to be in. I think we're literally trespassing in our friend's house with this large dog. What are you nerds doing? Ernest stands in the doorway with a plate of pizza rolls. Ooh, pizza rolls. Don't tell your dad about this. We're definitely not trespassing, or what flavor pizza rolls are those? What is going to woo Damien? Because, like, my first inclination is, what flavor pizza rolls are those? I mean, you know, the dog would probably be into them. It looks like trespassing. Well, yeah. It just looks like that. Damien, what are we doing? Trespassing? You'd do me in like that? The Duchess notices Ernest and starts pulling against the leash. I know I shouldn't save scum, but... That's 2 of them. Like, 2 annoying hymns. Alright. Give it the banana bread Kennedys, yes. Let's just don't tell your dad about this. God damn it, Ernest. I'm definitely telling Hugo about this. Hey man, be cool. I am cool. Cool enough to not tell your dad. You're good. The Duchess notices Ernest and begins pulling against the leash. Why is this dog in my house? It's along... The Duchess suddenly breaks free from Damien's grip and hurtles towards Ernest. Ah! Ernest and the Duchess fall to the ground. Pizza rolls fly everywhere. This is bad. Ernest, are you okay? Ernest feeds the Duchess a pizza roll. Hey, she likes pizza rolls. Ernest sits up, but the dog keeps licking his face. Oh. Hey. Hugo stands at the door looking like he's at a loss for words. Huh? Why are you guys... Whose dog is this? It's a long story, but it involves a large dog who knows how to open doors. Woof. Hugo, may I present you Duchess Cordelia? How do you do? Woof. We're friends. The Duchess licks at Ernest's face. She's from the local animal shelter. She got out and we've been chasing her all around town. Your house was her final stop. Dad, can we keep her?
I don't know.
Ernest, I don't know if we're set up to take care of her. Wait, did you just call me Dad? Come on, please. Look how cute she is. Hugo sighs. We had been talking about adopting a dog for a while. But you have to promise me you'll take care of her. Yeah, I'll give her all the pizza rolls her little heart desires. I suddenly remember what's on the back of this map and pull a pen out of my pocket. Got the forms ready for you if you're interested.
Oh.
I'll even waive the adoption fee since, you know, we technically broke into your household. That's pretty generous.
Hey.
Well, all right. It's a deal. Hugo steps onto the porch with us and signs the form while Ernest plays with the Duchess inside. He sure seems to be happy with his new friend. I know. He called me Dad. Can you believe it? Damien places a hand on Hugo's shoulder. I certainly can. I think this will be really good for Ernest. It should teach him some responsibility. You should probably look into getting better locks on your doors, though. The Duchess is a wily one, but do right by her and she'll love you two forever. Thank you. Cool. And long story short, the Duchess now lives in a happy home and neither of us were charged for breaking and entering. So all in all, I think it was a fine day's work. Nice work, you two. Ghost, you could be a valuable asset to our team of volunteers, you know. If you ever feel like petting some puppies, hit me up. Mary, I always feel like petting puppies. Good to know. Well, I'll catch you fellows later. Mary starts to leave. And one last thing. Damien's been telling me about you. Glad he finally brought you around. Oh, yeah. Damien's my special boy. I love him. We go way back, and I got a vested interest in his health, success, and well-being if you ever hurt him. Mary,
Hey.
you can fill in the blanks. You know, Mary, like, she's so protective of Robert and now of Damien. Like, Mary, protect yourself, too. Like, your husband is hurting you emotionally. Leave his ass. Like, goddamn. Protect yourself, too. I gulp. Yes, ma'am. Mary leaves me alone with Damien. So, about the whole goth thing. I, completely understand if you aren't interested in me anymore. What? Am I missing something here? I'm not a cool goth prince. I'm boring. I own 5 pairs of tennis shoes. I wear dumb glasses. Don't you care? He looks so nervous. Damien, do you really think I only like you because of all the goth stuff? That's all cool. But the best thing about you is how passionate you are about the things you love. History, art, Victorian fashion, dogs, storage solutions. It doesn't matter what it is. You care, and that's awesome. And also the glasses are very cute. You don't think I'm boring at all? If you're boring, then I don't know what that makes me. I spend too much time online shopping for flashlights. I get excited to mow my lawn on Saturdays. I get cranky about commercials being too loud. I've even been thinking about making my own peanut butter. Then maybe we can be boring together? It would never be boring if it was with you. Oh, precious. Damien suddenly closes the gap between us and pulls me into a hug. He buries his face in my shoulder. His hair smells like lavender and rosemary. I was so scared you wouldn't like me. Quite the opposite. Damien pulls away for a second and looks me in the eyes. Without the colored contacts, his eyes are so dark and soulful. May I kiss you? Damien is best boy. I really was not expecting to like Damien so much, but he's the first person to actually ask for our consent before kissing. Like, he's a good boy. Fucking love Damien. Of course, does a bat have wings? Or thou art welcome. I believe I have my answer then. Does a bat have wings? He smiles slightly and leans in, giving me a gentle kiss. Damien pulls away and gives me an intense look. Do you want to help me take care of the puppies? Yes. Damien and I arrive back at the cul-de-sac, our fingers intertwined. Like a proper gentleman, he walks me to my doorstep. This was lovely. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for everything. I'm very happy I can be myself around you. I'm glad, but I have one request. What's that? Can we keep sending each other letters? But of course. Damien kisses me one last time before turning around and heading home. Oh, that is so fucking cute. It's so cute. Like, I did not have high expectations for Damien being like the goth dad and all of that. And also his introduction was pretty rough. Like, introducing him by him like berating an employee at Hot Topic is not a great, not a great look for anyone. Do not berate retail workers. I really don't give a fuck how annoyed you are. Just don't berate retail workers. Shit's hard enough. Like, but he's so sweet. Like, apart from that one scene, he's like been super sweet and romantic, and it's lovely. He's lovely. Amanda runs back to the couch from the window and tries to look as nonchalant as possible. Hello, Father. I was sitting here on the couch this entire time. Hi, Amanda. So, are you guys, like, starting a vampire coven together? Oh, plot twist. Mothman. Damien's actually Mothman. I didn't see it coming either. Genius. Well, whatever's happening, I'm really glad you two are happy. You deserve it, Dad. Aw, shucks. I'm gonna head to bed. Catch you in the morning? Sure thing. I make my way to my room and fall into my bed with my heart full, excited for the days to come. Date complete. A
That
rank.
was a phenomenal date.
All right. Let's see. Let's see if we've got enough Damien points. Interview with the vampire. Fucking course. Okay. So this time we will kind of skim through.
Ugh.
Okay. DVD box set. Everyone is here. Graduation party. Everyone wanted to come and support you. Mac and cheese bar. Mac and cheese. Pablo. Freaking Virl. Apple butter. Mary. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. We have a real fluffy Samoyed right now. His name's Harold. Loves belly rubs. He always tries to lick your face if you get too close. Mrs. Christensen, thank you so much for telling me in great detail about every single dog currently at the animal shelter. Please, tell me about the Afghan with 3 legs again. Sure. Quadro, we call him. It's one of those ironic nicknames. You know, if you're really interested, I could probably steal one for you. I mean, why not just have her volunteer there too? She's 18. Really? No, but I could get you in to meet all of them. We could always use extra hands around the shelter. And if those extra hands also happen to steal a dog... I'm glad you two are able to bond over cute dogs. Really warms my heart. Dad, we're having a moment. Hey, Sailor. Your kid's a good egg. Where's your goth prince? You two are usually attached to the hip these days. He's around. Stellar. Mary turns her attention to Amanda. God, little computer, why are you like this? Remind me later. Trying to get chat back up. Ugh, God, it closed everything. Man. Hope it didn't cut out the streaming. I'm gonna be fucking annoyed if I have to do this all over again. Again. Mary turns her attention to Amanda. It's not too hard to sneak a dog into college. Trust me, I did it plenty back in the day. At one point, I had 3 cats living in my dorm. I decided to leave them to it. All of a sudden, a huge dog leaps up into my arms. Oh my fucking god. Restream, please. Please, just stop logging me out. Duchess! Hugo and Ernest run up to me. The Duchess gives my face a few broad licks and hops down. We're working on that. Got her in a disciplinary class. She's a wild spirit who runs where she may. I don't mind at all. Looks like the 3 of you are getting along nicely. She's a valuable addition to the clan. If I hold up my homework in front of her, she'll eat it. Cool. We'll deal with that later. Duchess Cordelia spots a squirrel and darts across the yard. Ernest follows her, laughing. He's actually been a lot more manageable lately. I think taking care of the dog is good for him. Thanks for breaking into my house, I guess. Anytime. Ghost. Brian, you made it. I don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Sure thing, pal. Say, let me know if you ever want to head out on the lake. I'll be happy to pull you out of the drink again. Deep breaths. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thanks so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro. Alright. Let me see if I can get this to fucking log back in.
Hey!
Bro. Ice cream cake. I have your face. Joseph. Joseph is an asshole.
Hey!
Yep.
Ah!
More Hugo.
Oh!
Robert. Robert is sad.
Hey.
Matt. Same old Matt. God, what is the password for this one? Banana bread Kennedy's. The oregano smell. Ah, Lucian without his dad. I turned to spot Lucian walking up to me. Yes, Lucian? Thanks for inviting me to your party. Anytime, bud. I know we had a rocky start, but I'm glad to know you. I hope you know how much your dad cares about you. Yeah. My dad's had a rough couple of years, and I know that it must not have been easy to raise me alone. He's kind of a weird guy, but I love him a lot. And it seems like you make him happy. So, you're cool in my book. Thank you, Lucian. That means a lot to me. Sure. And let me know if you want to give, if you want me to give you a stick and poke sometime. Also, I'm sorry about the oregano thing. Thanks for coming by, Lucian. See you around, Ghost. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Hey, okay, so I think we've got another romantic one. Fuck's sakes. Ugh. Wants to send me a verification code. Again. We went through this last week. Oy vey. Alright. Killer party pops. Blah, 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 blah.
Huh?
Very sweet. Ghost is crying. It is very sweet.
Ugh.
Excuse me. Gonna break so much stuff. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard where Damien is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me.
Huh.
I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. Love you, Pops. Pew pew. Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Damien as the last guests make their way out of the party. Wow, so he showed up in his polo shirt, huh? Alright then.
Oh.
Did you know that in the Victorian era they would call benches seaty boys? What? Really?
Oh.
I'm kidding, Ghost. But what if? It's good to see you in your civvies again. Thank you. I had a revelation the other day, Ghost, and I think it was largely due to your continued influence upon me. There was a version of myself that might have been embarrassed to show you my true form, my information technology form. But what you said about me, about how my passion was what you truly admired, that emboldened me to feel like myself regardless of how I choose to act and dress. Instead of separate entities, they are simply different facets of myself, a three-dimensional human being with his own thoughts, wants, and needs. I love dressing the way that I do, but feeling constricted by what I thought was my own personal brand made me lose sight of why I did this in the first place, to make myself happy. I place my hand on Damien's and feel a light squeeze. Looking up, I'm greeted by Damien's warm smile. I'm trying to be more comfortable with who I am, rather than dwelling on who I could be to other people. I can't stop smiling. I'm so proud of him. Damien, I'm so happy that you've realized you can be a dog-loving goth. Me too, Ghost. Me too. I feel myself inching closer and closer to Damien. I go to brush a lock of hair out of his face and am shocked at how soft it is. How is your hair so soft? Dog shampoo. I keep running my hands through his hair as he leans closer to me, placing a hand on the side of my face. He strokes my cheek with his thumb.
Oh,
You know, public displays of affection were considered scandalous in the Victorian era. Damien pulls me in for a kiss, but I think I can make an exception for you. Oh, that's really sweet. Oh, okay, while this is playing, I'm going to see if I can get into the chat again, because this is ridiculous. What the fuck? Daddy. Okay. How many different email accounts is it going to make me log into? Now that it is finally acknowledging that it is plugged in. Are you okay? That's not what I selected. For fuck's sakes. Connect to OBS. Oh good, it is still streaming. Good. Okay, well if any chat messages have come in while my computer was dead, they have not been preserved, unfortunately, because Restream, like, if it logs the ad, it just wipes it clear. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, so that's our Damien pinup. Oh my god. So apologies if I missed any messages. All right. So we're gonna run a little long tonight, but I think we can do this. I think we can get through this. Just get through it. All right. Continue.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Excuse me. All right. Greg time. It took some time for our schedules to line up, but I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. He always stays so busy with work and the kids, but but it's good to know we'll just be able to spend some time relaxing together in nature. Since our first run, I've managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out, but the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement to my health. I was able to sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags in the tent while he takes care of the food, so I double-check to make sure everything is ready to go. Hey, little bear, what are you up to, cutie? Where have you been? Craig should be here any minute now. Amanda's going to be spending this weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. I hope she isn't feeling as nervous about it as I am. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip. Hey, Pops. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Battery is very low again. You are literally plugged in. Why are you like this? Oh my fucking god. You are literally plugged in. Ready for your trip? Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go. How much did you pack? It seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's all of my camera equipment. Lenses, tripod, flash, all that. You should not be sitting on that then. Are you even gonna have time to take pictures? Hey, baby boy, he just did a big rollover. His cute little tummy up in the air. Hey, good boy. I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments. Ooh, what's the series about? It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. What? I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the woods, out there in nature. You know, roughing it. Just me and Mother Nature, the old Madrid trees. Are you gonna be alright on your own? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna have any signal out there. I won't be able to text or call you at all. It's alright, I'll be able to survive a couple days without constant updates on who just got voted off of International Haunted House Hunters. Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up the big suitcase and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. Relax, Dad-tron, I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh, well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? Since you asked nicely, fine. Promise. I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig's already strapped some camping gear on top of my modest but stylish car. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. I got it, don't you dare, or such a gentleman. I almost had a case of the vapors there. Never fear. These muscles were made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that. Everything good with Amanda? Yep, on our way to a school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring? Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on. I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car and we get in. Oh no! What's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No, it's just... Just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all your worries and blend them into pulpy good vibes. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to? All I had at my place is a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenics workout. Do you want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. Craig hands me a thick case filled with CDs. Take your pick. I thumb through page after page of kids' sing-along CDs. Oh yeah. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Takes me back. Keep going. I get to the end of the case to find in the very last slot a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Kegstand's Megamix Volume 1. Made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it. I pop the CD into the car's stereo, and it's like I'm immediately transported to our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays, and soon enough, we're both happily scream-singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. This song was Carl's favorite. Carl, the third roommate! You brought that dog home one night, and I couldn't pry you two apart. So we spent an entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. And then we had a room inspection. That RA was so suspicious of us, but could never prove anything. And Carl was just under a blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. The hours fly by as we belt out tunes in whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. Feels good to be back out here. Real good. Oh god. Oh, that is extremely nature-y. Oh my goodness. Wow. We park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks, otherwise I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. Craig looks intently at his phone. Everything all right? Yep. Just had to fire off one last work email. Craig pockets the phone and we start off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. I look around me and take in the tall trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out here. Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face. But what if there's a problem? There won't be. You've trained for this, or reception is the least of our worries. You've trained for this. Look, Craig, we all know that if you really wanted, you could flex your calf muscles and fly out of here like a rocket ship all the way back to Maple Bay. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is our weekend. We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks. Maybe we should go back. We can find another campground that gets good cell phone reception. Craig, seriously, what's wrong? I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in, and my mind keeps conjuring up all kinds of worst-case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I would have no way of knowing. Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Craig looks me directly in the eyes. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see that we're the only people there. I can't believe you still have this tent. Found it in my attic and already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. Famous last words, Ghost. I dump the bag of fabric and poles onto the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot. I hand Craig the stakes. We still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. Ooh, it's a nice tent. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow... Is there such a thing as a good infomercial, really? We somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. Come on, little computer. Buddy. Buddy, I really need you to... Fuck. Battery's dead again. I don't know why it's doing this when it is literally plugged into a power source, but such is life. No chat. I wouldn't put this up against a storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork. Bro, look at us go! Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold dominion over this land. Verily. And, look at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on. So, what's next on the Camp Stravaganza docket? Well, now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way that I'm sure we could hike to. Let's get hiking. Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me.
Nice.
Dude! Does that look like what I think it looks like? I look over at where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. That tree looks like a butt! I can't get over how detailed it is. I examine the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I thought we were going to have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Craig holds back a snicker. I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one. I'm snickering now too. Let us analyze this tree further. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. We high five. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out! There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I can hear water running. Ah, thank goodness. Whew, I'm glad it switched audio tracks, because that was getting real tiresome. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape with the genuine beauty of the place we go to investigate. The old waterfall.
Bro.
It's gorgeous! Nature is so rad. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is. Think we could jump off it like the old days? This old dad is happy here on dry land. Looks like you could climb right up over there. We didn't even bring swimming trunks. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking his clothes off. Hi. Look at Craig's butt? Don't look at Craig's butt. I'm gonna look at Craig's butt. I can't help but sneak a peek. That is a good butt. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking. I do a lot of glute workouts. I immediately turn away, blushing. You coming or what? Oh, I don't know about this, dude. He's already making his way over to the waterfall by the time I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. You got it, Chief. Let's put on a show, or who needs pants anyway? Who needs pants anyway? They're society's oppressors. Down with pants, down with the system. Little bear. Little bear. Little bear. Hang on. There's a little bear attacking the coat rack. Therefore, there's a little bear who's going to jail again. To jail with you. Okay, cutie pie. Have fun in prison. Alright. While I am paused, I'm going to get a different charging situation for the little computer, so one moment. Because this is driving me nuts. Little bear, you're in jail because you committed crimes, sweetie. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime, sweetie. Okay. Are you charging now? Ugh. Might just not have chat for the rest of the stream. That would be a shame. Alright.
Oh.
That's the spirit! I take my shirt off and drop it in a pile with Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb up to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. At the top, we look over the cliff and into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher up from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines, watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes.
Oh.
Don't think. Just jump. Craig cannonballs off of the waterfall and into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. You have almost an entire hour before dinner time, sweetie. He's banging on the door now. This definitely does not look like a safe jumping situation. Like, this looks like broken spine territory. Woo! He treads water and looks up at me. You coming or what? Don't think, just jump. How are you supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... I run off the edge trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle it turns into a really graceful belly flop. Oh, I hit the water with a loud slap. I resurface to find Craig giggling. I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splash water at Craig. Are you sure about that? I splash him again. You've given me no choice. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast! He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in a corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner. Ooh. Squirt water at him with your hands. Hammer fist or dunk him. I don't know what hammer fist is. It sounds graphic. Let's dunk him. I lunge for Craig and manage to get him in an arm lock. Time for the finishing move. I summon all of my dad's strength to lift Craig out of the water. Hey! And I drop him down for the splash. Craig bounces back out of the water. My turn. Oh no. It seems like Craig was simply allowing me to pick him up and dunk him. He grapples me with his clearly superior muscles and quite literally tosses me across the water. I emerge from the water devastated. You think I did all those pull-ups just so I could look good with my shirt off? Nah, bro. These arm cannons are dad launchers. Craig does a playful flex for me. Damn. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands. There is peace. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush. Not so scary now, huh? Ooh, do I want to tempt fate? I'll race you to the top, or I've had enough excitement for today. Oh. I mean, probably won't let me die, right? There can't be, like, a total fail state, right? Race you to the top. We run all the way up the slick rocks and cannonball off of the waterfall again. What a rush! Good form on that one. Want to go again? You know it. With the same energy we had in our youth, we climb back up to the top of the waterfall. I'm brave enough to try a flip, which I'm sure looks incredibly graceful as I belly flop into the water. Phew, man, this is fun. Got one more in you? Ooh, I live for danger. It takes us a little more time, but we get to the waterfall and both do our best running jumps into the water below. Alright, I think that's my limit. We should get going back before it gets too dark. You're right. We should probably head back. We go to put our clothes back on and notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea. Nah, it's okay. We'll get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes and tinfoil. Ooh. Oh, that sounds really fucking good. Oh my fucking god. Crashed the whole thing again. Oh, you ready for a feast? Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you. Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most. I'll take it from here. Let's see if Restream will make me log in yet again. Yes, princess? It's still almost an hour until dinner time, sweetie. Oh, good. I think it's got me logged in this time. Whew! Oh, good. Alright. So, again, I won't be able to see any chat messages that have come in when it was off, but hopefully it's now plugged into a more reliable source. Hopefully. We'll see. Craig cooks now? I remember how his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved, and I've trouble believing the thing he just said. At least let me start the fire. Sure, let me just grab my matches. Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around in his bag, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Uh-oh.
I don't know.
I know I packed it. Craig checks another bag and still can't find it. My stomach grumbles, and now I'm more acutely aware of how cold and wet I am. We really need to get a fire started. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. I'm sorry, dude. Don't be. We can figure this out. We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard could it be? I've watched plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality TV star can do it, so can we. We'll need some wood. I gesture to the trees around us. I mean, you would have needed wood anyway.
Oh, man.
There's no shortage of that. And some tinder. We can make that work. And then I think some ancient aliens are then supposed to come by and give us advanced technology. Or renovate our house. Depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we have all the materials that could conceptually make a passable-looking campfire. Just add fire, right? That's the fun part. The sun is just now setting, and a cool breeze rustles the leaves of the trees around us. We have to work quick. Hey, did you seriously not bring a backup change of clothes? Like, you had to have brought more than one set of clothing. I mean, not that I'm complaining about shirtless Craig, just, you know. I've done this in the past, and I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second. Any way I can help? Give me some moral support. Lift my spirits, and we'll make this fire happen. You can do it. Never knew a better Craig, or go overboard with compliments. Never knew a better Craig. In all my days, I can confidently say that I have never known a Craig to be a better friend, father, or firemaker. Aw. Actually, now that I think about it, I knew a guy named Craig in high school who ended up getting a job as a professional pyrotechnics operator, and I suppose he must have been pretty good at starting fire. But I bet you're even better than that guy. Bro. Oh. Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers and gently places the glowing moss into the base of the pit. Soon enough, we have a nice little fire going. Way to go, man. We're regular old outdoorsy fellas.
Oh.
Hooray for not dying! I take a seat in one of the lawn chairs Craig brought and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. I watch as Craig stokes the fire and sets up a makeshift grill for the steaks. After all that hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit. With the sound of crickets and the scent of steak filling the air, I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in a pan he's been heating up on the fire, cracking thyme and crushed ginger over it while basting them both in butter. Oh my fucking god, that sounds good. Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fanciest I ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packet onto dry ramen and eating it straight up. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk.
Oh.
I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks onto a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away.
Oh.
Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from a distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares a side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese onto freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. God, every single one of these just makes me so fucking hungry every time. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. Everything taste okay? I'm in heaven.
Oh.
That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's so hard to not go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job, and now you cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed with how much you've gotten your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it.
Oh.
I'm glad you think that. I glance at Craig while he picks at his salad. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older than he is. A sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay?
Oh.
Yeah. Come on, dude. I've known you for long enough to see when you're down.
Oh, man.
I'm tired, bro. I think being out here has made me realize just how drained I feel. You work really hard, Craig. It can't be easy.
I don't know.
I have to. For my girls. I volunteer at their school. I cook healthy meals for them. I do everything I can to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mom, I'm always working overtime so I can support them. And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way.
I don't know.
That, and I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls. Everything I do is for them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But it seems like it's bleeding you dry. If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it. Craig, buddy, I know where you're coming from here, but you gotta take care of yourself, too.
Bro!
I do, though. I eat right and exercise, and that's not what I mean. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know?
Hey!
What? You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else's. You matter, too.
I don't know.
Yes, princess? I know I can provide for my family, and if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them.
Oh.
But I can't explain it, man. There's always that voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. It's like it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I even feel guilty about being out here. Craig, you're trying your best and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact. But even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness.
Oh, man.
Do I, though? Hell yeah, or hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive. He encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. If you could only see yourself the way I see you.
Oh.
Craig beams. He gets up and walks over to his supplies. Come on, I brought dessert. Oh, are you going to use the campfire to torch the tops of some creme brulee? What? I know little to nothing about cooking. Craig pulls out marshmallows.
Hey!
Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right? I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you used to just completely blacken the marshmallows. Oh, I stand by that. It's charred on the outside, but the gooey center is preserved. Brutish. Craig throws a marshmallow at me and I catch it in my mouth.
Oh.
Pro move. We used to be able to do that at a great distance against a wind disadvantage. Give me a week of practice and I'll be competitive again. Craig and I sit in the warm glow of the campfire, watching embers float up towards the sky. The stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah.
Oh.
I missed this, Ghost. Me too. We stay here until it gets late, half remembering stories from college. We watch as the fire dies and eventually clamber into the tent. We crawl into the tent and I unfurl my sleeping bag. Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? Oh no. Fanfic tropes! There was only one bed. I look around for a second. Oh no. I must have left it at home. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry. I'll just curl up over here. No way. Here. Craig unzips the sleeping bag and spreads it out so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it. Night, bro. Good night, bro. I roll over and we face away from each other, like bros. Without a blanket, it's really cold. I shiver, and without realizing it, I find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. Cuddle, cuddle, cuddle! He turns over and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. I turn over, trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. His hand finds a place on my waist. I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly we're kissing. Oh, that'll warm it up. We look at each other again, my heart racing. Craig.
I don't know.
I got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore. Bro. Me too. This is amazing. Oh my fucking god. I got strong feelings for you, bro. Bro. Me too. That is so my, preferred dynamic. It's just bro for bro. I run my hands through his hair, then down to his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure. You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you. I smile, tracing the lines of his hip with my finger. We kiss again. I'm not worried about us getting too cold tonight. Nice. Nice. Alright, how'd we do? Yes! S rank!
Amazing date.
Okay. Let's see if we did well enough. Kickstand champion. And dreamiest daddy we've got on every date with every dad. Okay. Alright, I already did that one today. Okay. Truckers.
Yes. Alright.
Pablo. Virgin Virgil. Brian. Brian.
Hey.
Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. Kid knows how to be a compliment. Joseph being a creep. As usual. That's Joseph. Hugo. Amanda avoiding Hugo.
Pew pew.
Ah.
Huh.
Oh.
Robert being just kind of sad. Oh, Robert.
Hey.
Matt. Matt doing Matt things. Icebox cake. Hey, looks like Amanda's hanging out with Briar and Hazel. Let's see what they're up to.
Alright.
Okay, Briar, think of a shape. Hazel, what's she thinking? Square. Briar. Star. We'll get it next time. Amanda leans in close to Briar and Hazel, lowering her voice. Listen, you guys can be real with me. If you're downplaying your psychic abilities, I want you to know that you can trust me. Heck, even think of me as the third twin. Amanda, that's a triplet. You know, Dad, by the time I'm done with these kids, we're going to be finishing each other's... What? You didn't finish your sentence. What are we going to be finishing? Each other's... sentences! See? Third twin. I have to go. Aw, damn. Alright. I guess we didn't get good enough points with Craig. We must have had a lower ranked one earlier. Oh well. Oh well. Honestly, I think Friends is probably good with Craig. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat next to Craig. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Bro. This reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer keg stands, of course. Probably for the best. I don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong. We can leave keg stands in the past. Craig sighs. You doing okay? Yeah, dude, I'm alright. I just can't hang for too long. I gotta get back home and answer some emails. What happened to relaxing? I am relaxing. Right now. We're sitting on a bench.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I could be standing. See? Relaxing. Craig, you gotta take better care of yourself. I care about you and I want you to be okay. I appreciate it, but I'm fine. You're a good friend, dude. A good friend. Do you ever wish that maybe we were more than that?
Oh.
Oh, bro. I'm sorry if I gave off that impression. To be honest, I kind of wondered the same thing. But I don't have time for that right now. I think we're just better off as friends. Oh, that's disappointing. Hey, Substance. What shape is your cat at the moment? Tell them that shape. Right now, somebody is eating kibble shaped. It's hard to tell because she's behind a pizza box. Did I specifically pick out my main character's outfit? Yes. Yes, the shirt was a choice. The kitty shirt. That is sad, though, that Craig is... like, it's fine if he just wants to be friends, but it's sad that he's not gonna take more time for himself. Oh. Yeah, I can do friends. Craig hops up. Alright, buddy. I gotta get moving. Thanks for inviting me. Let's hang soon, yeah? That would be nice. I mean, the real tragedy here is that means we don't get the pinup photo of Craig. Ugh, that is a shame. Craig jogs out of the yard, and the last guests begin to make their way out of the party. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Okay, this is the end of the end, so I'll go through the dialogue with Amanda because it is lovely, and I don't want to just end on like, and Craig turns me down. But you know, like, out of 7, we got, I think, 3 romantic endings? So that is not terrible. It's not terrible. Excellent point. I don't think you maintain that physique at his age by taking time for yourself. No. No. Like, I guess the fitness becomes the taking time for yourself, but really not. You know, I bet it's because, on one of the previous dates, we failed to locate his kid's dropped toy. That was probably the nail in the coffin there. But it's all good. We've still got Hugo, Damien, and Brian. So, hi, princess. Hi. What are you up to? Stay away from the wires, baby girl. Killer party pops. Again, stay away from the wires, sweetheart. Stay away from the wires. That's still not staying away from the wires. Come here, baby. Come here. Oh, seriously? There's my girl.
Oh my god, Pazzer, you're so embarrassing.
Gideon left to chat. Killer party pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me, why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life when you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Ghost, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda and I wave bye to the partygoers as they leave. We sit together and watch the sun slowly dip below the horizon. I'm glad you made some friends. Yeah. I know that's maybe not what you were looking for, but these people care about you. I love you, Dad. We'll always have each other. You're right. It's gonna be hard at first, but this is the next chapter in our story. And I would be nervous about it, but I know that you're always going to be looking out for me the same way I'll always be looking out for you.
Yeah.
Team Shipwrecks. Team Shipwrecks. Well, that's Dream Daddy. That is, we have done the third dates for everybody. We didn't get, you know, the romantic outcome for every single one, but that is okay. Sometimes it just doesn't work out that way, and that is okay. Well, the kittens still have 25 minutes till dinner time, but I should probably start making my dinner. Oh my god. Hi, baby girl. What? What? Come here. Come here. Come here. Dream Giddy. Come here, baby. Hey. Hey, sweetie. Can I hold you? Can I pick you up? Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me, for joining me for this rather lengthy adventure. This is, I think, 11 streams. My voice is feeling pretty shot after all of the deep voices and shouty deep voices and all of that. But it's been a fun ride. And it's been an absolutely lovely game. I have wanted to play this, like, since it first came out, which was a good few years ago at this point. And so I'm so glad that I finally got to play it. It was everything I wanted it to be, and then some. been a delightful experience. I'll probably do some more, do some one-shots and drawing streams and stuff to sort of cleanse the palette before I launch into another visual novel. Next Thursday, I am actually not going to do a stream. I realized that I've actually got an important event on next Thursday at like 6, and it's like, I could technically do a stream. Probably better off just chilling. Oh, Substance says, damn, I wish I still had a cat at work. I wish you did too. They are glorious creatures. They are very special. Hi, Princess. Oh, I love that. I love that photo of us. Oops. Oh no. Oh well. On the plus side, here's some more Gideon. My dream daughter. Precious girl. So no stream next Thursday. Tuesday we are going to stream Venba, which is a pretty new indie game that looks really amazing. So I'm looking forward to that. Belmax and I will be playing that together. Substance says, I know all about the scratchy trans voice. We're probably going to end up sounding the same at some point. It's entirely possible. My goodness, this girl. Anyway, this has been absolutely delightful. Cat Cam, yeah. Yeah, she's such a cool baby. She's the best baby in the world. Yes, you are. You're such a good girl. Best girl in the whole world. Best girl in the whole world. Yes. Yes, she is. Oh my god, I love you so much. I love you so much. Ah, she's such a cool baby. Who's gonna be this song? Gonna miss this. Although at some point I'm gonna have to, like, go back and get the romantic endings for everyone else. At least for Craig. At least for Craig. I really want to see him, like, well, one, I want to see the pinup, and two, like, I want to see him, like, take some time for himself, because I'm assuming that's part of the good ending. Because that was a little sad. It was a little sad. Yes, princess? What are you doing? Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Ho, ho, ho. Going straight for a wire. Baby girl. You're still not getting dinner yet. It's not 6. Ooh, I love the way she rubs her cheek on the box in response. It's just so cute when she does that. She does that a lot, where she'll just, like, turn herself upside down when I give her scritches. Cause she's the sweetest girl in the world who likes to eat wires, unfortunately. But anyway, yeah, so next week we'll be streaming Venba on Tuesday. There will be no stream on Thursday. And then we'll figure out, God, then is that it for August? That might be it for August. That is it for August. Yes, we'll have to figure out our September stream at some point. We've got our second streamiversary coming up in September. And then at some point we've got to do our 100 subscribers on YouTube stream, which is quite overdue at this point. We're up to like 114 now, which is fucking wild. That's fascinating. Hi, princess. Do you want to be played with? Do you need to be played with? You just want dinner, don't you? I can throw Quiet Ball for you too. Anyway, have a good night, or whatever time zone you're in. Have a good one. I will see you again next week. Take care. Bye.